Ngayon po, bedtime stories ulit ni Kuya Jem. Babasahin po natin sa kanya yung Tutubi Patrol 2. Si Popoy, Palay at ang mga Damo. Ayan. Binili ko po to sa Christian bookstore sa Pilipinas, sa Orani, Bataan, kay Sister Grace. Jem oh. Tutubi Patrol, si Popoy, Palay at ang mga Damo. Sabi dito, mga bata, oras na naman para sa balita ng Tutubi Patrol. Ako si Toby Tutubi at ito ang aking partner na si Yobi. Pupunta tayo ngayon sa palayan. Alam ba ninyo kung ano ang palay? Sa rice field, Jemuel. Siyempre naman, doon galing ang bigas, doon galing ang rice. Pero nakakita na ba kayo ng palay na may problema? Hindi pa. Pues, tungkol diyan ang ating kwento. Mayroon palang English Jemuel. It was the rainy season. A single weed appeared in Mang Juan's rice field. The young plants only laughed. A tourist lost his way. They mocked. Popoy the rice already had his doubts. But no one listened to him. Di pa nag-i-start, Jemuel. Tulog ka na. Sarap ba kamay, Jem? Then, thousands of weeds appeared one night, and the plants knew they were in for big trouble. The lost tourist, it turned out, was a spy. He prepared the way for his general. The army of weeds invaded the rice field. No plant could escape. No one could move. No one could retreat. Today, the rice field, shouted the general, waving his medals. Tomorrow, the world. Long live the general, the weeds cheered. And so, the proud weeds ruled over the rice field. Ahem. 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 Nasamid ka pa sa laway mo, kuya. Ahem. Ahem. Sleepy na. Let's continue. Many plants believed the weeds. They just accepted the situation, saying, "This is our fate." And they began to wither. Who knows? The others shrugged. We may be weeds ourselves, or they may be the real rice. Still others said. But Popoy never once believed the weeds. Weeds are not like us. Let's not forget that. He assured his friends, "Don't be afraid. Mang Juan will surely help us." But days passed and Mang Juan did nothing about the weeds. "We must do something," said Popoy to his friends, and they pleaded with the rain. "Rain, oh rain, if you please, don't give your water to these weeds." But the rain could not choose whether but the rain could not choose where his drops would fall. Popoy and friends then pleaded with the sun. "Sun, oh sun, if you please, don't give your rays to these weeds." But the sun could not choose where to shine. "We must look for help," Popoy said to his friends, and they called a meeting with allies in the farm. But Bao the carabao sadly gave his answer. "If I go and remove those weeds, I might crush you under my hooves." Pitoy, the scarecrow, also shook his head. "I can scare any number of birds, but I cannot deal with weeds." Ling, the heron, could only say one thing. Popoy's friends were losing hope. "Then Mang Juan has deserted us. He loves the weeds more. We will never grow and yield a good crop. We are useless." Then Popoy was quick to stop all this. No, don't ever think that. Mang Juan cares for us. He planted us. Of course he wants us to grow. That's right, said Bao the Carabao. Why else would he ask me to prepare the soil for you? That's right, said Pitoy the Scarecrow. Why else would he ask me to drive away the birds? Now I see, Popoy shouted with glee. This can only mean one thing. This is our fight. Then Mang Juan knows that we ourselves can win it. Yes, that's it, agreed Bao, Pitoy, and Ling. Be strong. Don't believe these weeds. Stand your ground and you will grow and be fruitful. Popoy and friends were encouraged. They stood together against the proud weeds. The news spread throughout the field and soon every plant was doing the same thing. And the plants continued to grow. Then they had flowers, then grains. What a beautiful view! The field became the goldest gold you could ever imagine. The weeds, they never had fruits. Their threats were all lies. The general, he buried his medals and disappeared among his army. No one knew what became of him. And that's not all. One day, Mang Juan came with a number of men. They began to harvest the palay, and this was what they said about the weeds. I have long wanted to remove these weeds, said one man, but Mang Juan did not want me to. He was careful, said another man. The palay... Hindi ko makita, Jem. Wait, natatapos na tayo. The palay could have been removed along with the weeds. He did not want them to get hurt. He really cares a lot for his plants, said a third man. And Mang Juan is one of a kind. Well, kids, Jemuel, thank you for listening. Sinabi ni Jesus, hayaan niyong lumapit sa akin ang mga bata, huwag niyo silang hadlangan, sapagkat sa mga katulad nila naghahari ang Diyos. Matthew 19:14. Amen. Did you like our story? Bible story, Jem? Sleepy na si Kuya Jem. Sleep na siya.